From Cleveland's most accurate weather team, this is 19 First Alert Plus. Sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
Good afternoon, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now. We are smack dab in the middle of two First Alert weather days because we're expecting, well, some of us have already seen some snow, mainly talking about the far east side of the Cleveland area. But we've got to talk about what's coming and the lake effect snow and the bands that could shift and give a lot of us our first healthy dose of winter. Going to welcome in 19 First Alert meteorologist Sam Roberts. Sam, first of all, explain to us, what is a First Alert weather day? Why does our weather office issue First Alert days?
So First Alert Weather Day is issued when we expect the weather to have a significant impact on your day. So an example of that would be heavy rain all day. I mean, that's really going to ruin a lot of plans. It stinks to drive in the rain. So any type of weather that would significantly impact at least a portion of our area. This one is like a hyper alert day because we've got high impact lake effect snow coming in. You can see all the Great Lakes today. Meteorologically, by the way, this is beautiful. Every Great Lake is producing lake effect snow. Look at those streamers off Lake Superior. Oh, I love it, but it's a pain to drive in, right? And the reason for the alert is because of significant disruptive travel impacts during the day tomorrow. So this is a serious alert day. We want you to be aware that first thing tomorrow morning, where squalls persist, it's going to be a major headache.
And Sam, I want people to look at Lake Erie. We see where Cleveland is, and it's almost as if the weather machine, like somebody is going and just blowing across Lake Erie. Look at the dark blues that are heading into Buffalo already. They've got to be getting measurable snow already.
Yeah, Jeff Tanchek actually just sent me a picture of a live camera in Hamburg, New York. I apologize, I'm not sure if it's Hamburg or Hamburg, but this would be in the Buffalo region. And the weather is horrible. It's whiteout conditions, roads are coated in snow, and this is the band of snow that's going to create some major issues for us during the morning. Winds are going to push that band south. So overnight tonight, like after 8 p.m., we're going to start to see more snow firing up in places like northern Lorain County, especially northeastern Lorain County, east into Cuyahoga County, Ashtabula. This is the area where it's going to deteriorate first. Road conditions are going to deteriorate. And then over the course of the morning, the snow will kind of get a little bit more scattered, but the worst morning commute conditions will be in that lake effect snow warning, all the pink counties that you see there. It's going to be a pain because it will have been snowing for several hours overnight. And some of these snowfall rates are going to be like an inch, maybe even 2+ inches per hour. That is rich lake effect moisture. So that's going to create a lot of snow that plows can't keep up with. It's just impossible for them to be everywhere all at once. So don't be surprised if your neighborhood, especially if you live in the primary snow belt, is just a little bit messy first thing tomorrow morning.
And yet you see to the south, you're going to have people in Akron and Canton say, what are you guys talking about snow? We didn't get any snow. And well, that's lake effect for you. Walk us through kind of the timing of this.
Yeah, so the worst snow is again in the primary snow belt overnight and during the first part of the day tomorrow. So if you're in Akron, Canton, or Mansfield, you're still going to see a little snow, but the impact will not be as significant. There may be some healthy snow showers that pop up from time to time during the day tomorrow, and of course even that can have a moderate impact, but the worst of the weather and the biggest travel headaches will be farther to the north. So overnight the snow is going to intensify. We're just seeing flurries right now, but it's going to get worse in the primary snow belt over the next few hours and then overnight in Cleveland, northern Lorain County east. Remember that little area I circled? That's where the weather will go downhill overnight. Tomorrow morning, bands and squalls of lake effect. Some of it's going to come further inland. We're also going to have some flow off of Lake Michigan tomorrow. That's how we get snow in our tertiary or third snow belt, which is basically northern Ashland, northern Lorain County. You don't really, or northern Richland County and northern Ashland County. You don't really think of that as like the snow belt, but it is our third belt. So we'll see a little snow down there in the morning, but nothing as extreme as the east side. And then Tuesday afternoon, kind of scattered snow showers, gusty winds. It's also going to be really windy tomorrow, so that means blowing and drifting. And of course, we all know that that really makes visibility worse on the roadways. Even if it's not snowing where you are, if there's snow on the ground already and we're getting blowing snow, that can cause whiteout conditions. I have experienced that several times over the last almost decade, and that can be really tough for travel.
Sam, we're going to take that 15-second break, and we'll get to these snow totals. So give us just 15 seconds.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
And again, you have to ask the question, some people love the snow, and if you live Chardon, you live in that area, well, this is what you pay for, because here it comes.
Yeah, I try to do something every year to make myself not look forward to it, but like deal with it in a more positive manner because I'm a warm weather person. So like I bought an ankle length coat over the winter. I was like, well, at least I'll have fun, something fun and new to wear. So maybe you're like me, you've got those new boots or whatever, you haven't been able to wear them yet. Well, here is your chance. 10 to 13 plus in Chardon and surrounding communities. That's our bullseye right now. Inland Ashtabula, a lot of 5 to 8. Some 6 to 9 in spots. But you know, if you see 10 inches of snow, Dan, or if you see 6, you're going to have to operate in the same manner no matter how many inches are out there, right? You're going to have to take your time on the roadways. You're going to have to shovel, use the snow blower. So the impact really doesn't change in my mind, whether you see 9 inches or 5 inches. It's all kind of the same in my opinion at that point. I don't want to say lower impact in Cleveland because this is coming in at like the worst possible time of pre-dawn hours, morning commute tomorrow. That's why I think we're still going to see high impact snow, even though we're only seeing 2 to 5 plus. Southern end of Cuyahoga County, lower totals, but notice everybody has a plus sign here, and that's to account for where squalls persist. Let's say that band of lake effect drops into Cuyahoga County tomorrow and it stalls out over Parma. We're going to end up with more than 1 to 3. So our forecast right now has our band moving inland through the morning and then dispersing by mid to late morning. But if it stalls out, which we've seen before, then we'll end up with our plus sign coming into account. And then lower totals farther south, inch or less generally across Portage, Summit. Now, I will say, Dan, northern Portage, northern Trumbull, we will end up seeing a little bit more snow in those areas. You can see the blue shade comes into northern Portage and northern Trumbull. That's our 2 to 5 inches. So it's all about where the band's set up. Obviously, outside of the primary and secondary snow belts, we're going to see much lower impact and much less snow.
And then if you can just get through a couple of days, it's going to warm up and everything's going to go away.
It's all going to melt. Well, it's going to get rained on. Your 10 inches of snow in Chesterland is going to all kind of fade away as we get to Friday. Oh, slushy snow is like the worst snow. 45 on Friday with rain. Oh, that's awful. That's worse than snow. The weekend, we're warming back up to 50, so things do improve a little bit. Right now, we have a few showers in there Saturday, late Sunday, and then again on Monday. If you have things you need to get done outside, I would say either now is the time to do them, or if you're watching this from work, thanks for watching. I would say Thursday, our best day. A little sun to start. We're probably going to have some evening rain Thursday, but right now, during the day looks dry. So we'll make that my pick day of the week.
Well, there you go. 19 First Alert meteorologist Sam Roberts. Thank you for giving us the heads up here on this First Alert weather day.
See y'all at 3. Be careful in the morning. Don't rush out because it's going to be ugly.
It's going to be pretty nasty. Excellent. Thank you, Sam. We're going to wrap this up. Sam loves to say that the most accurate forecast is the next one. So tune in to us at 3 o'clock. We'll get in some of that new data, maybe try and slim down some of those models and just what you can expect as far as the inches of snow. Again, 3.5 hours of news starts at 3 o'clock on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.